Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Yesterday our discussion was simple. If market opens flat and travels in this range, then I'm interested to take the market higher. This was one scenario I discussed. Second scenario I discussed is if market breaks this earlier point itself, we can very easily see this 24,527 being easily met. See how beautifully market gave this move. And the moment market touched this and gave a rejection like this, a change of character in 5 minutes, immediately your put trade comes into play, wherein this is your supply, and the moment we got a closure below this, you simply take a put trade here. Simple as that. Also, one more thing I clearly told you: do not trade in the current expiry, trade in the next expiry. This is what I told multiple times yesterday. How many times I repeated, even I don't know. So simple as this: capture 100 points, 460 is your entry, book your profits at 360. Simple. If I extend it till 360, see how beautifully market gave you 100 points. What more do you want? Tell me, what more do you want? If you cannot plan your trades properly like this, getting this entry, keeping this as your stop loss, capturing 100 points in the market, tell me what is the point of studying? Market did not hit your SL, market clearly hit your target and even rallied down. There was not even one single candle which even crossed the midpoint. That is the beauty of SMC. You need to understand these concepts before entering into real money. If you are trading blindly, like the moment market opened and gave you this candle, there is no need to enter anything at all. What we discussed that if it breaks this range above, then go and try for a call position. If it faces rejection here, try for a put position. If you don't even understand SMC, if you just understood whatever I had explained you yesterday, what more is needed? There is nothing else needed. See, currently market is going in a very bearish fashion. If you see the candles which are in green, their momentum are very slow, and the candle size is also very small. But the moment it touched this supply and gave a change of character, even in 15 minutes if you see, or 10 minutes if you see, it clearly gave you a change of character. Even in 15 minutes it gave a change of character. So the ideal case scenario is for tomorrow, if market opens flat. And one more thing I'll tell you: whenever, if you go to 1 day's chart and see the way the candle is being formed, you can clearly see there are a couple of things to be understood from this. One second, I'll just delete all these things so that it doesn't confuse you. So market touched a supply and market gave a strong negative reaction. Whenever this kind of a scenario has happened in the past, I'll show you a few scenarios. um, yeah, so this place, whenever market touched the supply and gave a drop, it always opens gap down, touches a supply and faces a rejection, market opens gap down, or follow through will be obviously obtained. Market touches a supply and gives a rejection, there will be a huge fall. See, this is a pattern which the market will follow for tomorrow also. The reason why I'm saying is, if market breaks this particular low point of today, that is 24,350ish range, if it breaks the low point of today, then we can, yeah, 350ish range, then we can very clearly see that market can go and hunt this open gap which is left at 24,277. This 100 points move can be easily captured. This is one trade. If this extends, if this is getting broken with a proper closure, then we can see an extended target of 24,180 or 24,040. These ranges definitely has to be revisited because there are multiple gaps in the market. Gaps, if they are left open, they will have to be revisited by the market either immediately or in the coming sessions. Market opened the gap up here, market opened the gap up here as well. See how many sessions it took. 1st July it opened gap up. Today is 7th July. Till now the gap is not filled. There were few instances in the past where the gaps were not filled, but eventually market went and filled those gaps. And once the market filled those gaps and a positive reaction or a negative reaction is being got from that supply or a demand, then market rallied in that particular direction, either on the upside or on the downside. So currently, since market is in a bearish trend, So the ideal scenario is, what is the last indecision candle here? This is the indecision candle here when it comes to 15 minutes time frame. So ideally the best case scenario for me tomorrow is if market opens somewhere here, somewhere in this range, 24,450. I'll simply keep 24,475 as my SL and target this as my lowest point, meaning I'll just wait for like this to happen in 1 minute time frame, and then I'll take a trade for put position targeting this. Simple as that. I will not extend my targets. I will trail it for every candle to candle. Once this target is being achieved, I will start trailing it. This is one trade. Second trade is, as discussed, once market opens flat and breaks today's low, there can be a pretty big rally, either till here or till here. One of these two can be easily mitigated. Okay, I'm not much interested in this trade because if you see the total number of points, it's 350 till 278. That is not even 100 points. So the ideal case scenario for me is if market opens flat and at least breaks, at least if it comes and gives a negative reaction in this candle, meaning if it gives a negative reaction from this particular candle which was responsible for you to give a change of character, then I'm more interested. Like this it should happen, it should just rally up like this, and then make you think that it is going up, then give you 100 points trade. This is more optimal for me. 400 to 240, yeah, this will be 150 points trade, which will be very good for me to capture tomorrow. So I am not interested in call position. The only case scenario I am interested in call position is if market opens pretty big gap up, very big gap up about 25 5 24 531. Chances of this happening is very slim. It should open like this or rally till here, then pull back. I'm interested in call. Otherwise, I'm not at all interested in call for tomorrow. I hope this video is informative. Thank you so much for watching. We'll meet in the next education video.